9 powerful foods to melt away blood sugar levels. Did you know that high blood sugar silently damages your body long before you even feel a thing? Even more shocking, medical costs for people with diabetes are more than twice as high as for those without it. Although diabetes is usually avoidable, it can be very bad for your health and your finances. But here's the good news: you may control your blood sugar with something as simple as food. In today's video, I will share with you 9 powerful foods that may help melt away excess blood sugar and bring balance back to your life. Trust me, these aren't just tips, they're tools for transformation. Remember, before making big changes to your diet, it's always a beneficial idea to consult your healthcare provider. And stick around, because at the end, I'll also reveal 5 diseases linked to high blood sugar that you absolutely need to know about. Ready to watch the video? Let's go. 1. Broccoli. Broccoli is a game changer when it comes to controlling blood sugar levels. One of its standout components is sulforaphane, a powerful compound that has been widely studied for its ability to improve insulin sensitivity. Here's how it works. When you eat broccoli, your body converts its natural compounds into sulforaphane. This compound works at a cellular level, reducing oxidative stress and inflammation, 2 major culprits behind insulin resistance. When insulin resistance decreases, your body may more effectively use insulin to transport sugar from the bloodstream into your cells, keeping your blood sugar steady and in check. Another standout component of broccoli is its high concentration of antioxidants, particularly a compound called lutein. Lutein isn't just beneficial for your eyes, it actively reduces inflammation throughout your body, including in your blood vessels. Chronic inflammation may worsen insulin resistance, which means your body has a harder time using insulin to regulate sugar. By fighting inflammation, lutein helps improve insulin efficiency, allowing glucose to be transported out of your bloodstream and into your cells where it's needed for energy. A PubMed study found that eating 10 grams of broccoli sprouts powder daily for 4 weeks improved insulin resistance in people with type 2 diabetes. It significantly reduced insulin levels, showing better blood sugar control. This suggests broccoli may help manage diabetes. To reap these benefits, aim for about 1 cup of cooked broccoli daily. Lightly steaming is best to preserve its nutrients while making it easier to digest. Adding broccoli to your meals not only enhances your blood sugar control, but also brings in a host of other health benefits, making it an essential part of your diet. 2. Fatty fish. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are more than just delicious, they're a powerhouse when it comes to melting away blood sugar levels. Fatty fish are so effective because of their high content of omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats play a critical role in reducing inflammation, which is often a hidden cause of insulin resistance. When your body experiences chronic inflammation, it interferes with how insulin functions, making it harder for glucose to enter your cells. Omega-3s directly combat this issue by calming inflammation in your tissues, particularly in the liver and pancreas, 2 organs central to blood sugar regulation. As the inflammation decreases, insulin sensitivity improves, allowing your body to better manage blood sugar levels. It's like giving your system a tune-up so everything works the way it should. Another unique benefit of fatty fish lies in its high-quality protein content, which plays an equally important role. Protein helps slow down the digestion of food and the absorption of glucose into your bloodstream. This means that when you include fatty fish in your meals, it helps prevent those dreaded blood sugar spikes after eating. Instead of your sugar levels skyrocketing and crashing, protein ensures they rise gradually, giving your body plenty of time to produce and use insulin efficiently. Moreover, this slow release of energy keeps you feeling fuller for longer, reducing cravings for sugary snacks that could disrupt your blood sugar balance. A study published by the National Library of Medicine found that consuming 750 grams of fatty fish per week for 8 weeks improved post-meal blood sugar regulation in overweight and obese adults. These findings suggest fatty fish may help prevent or delay type 2 diabetes in at-risk individuals. To make the most of these benefits, it's recommended to consume about 2 servings of fatty fish per week, with each serving being roughly 3 ounces. This frequency is enough to provide your body with the omega-3s and protein it needs without overloading your diet. 3. Pumpkin seeds. The crunchy little pumpkin seeds are loaded with nutrients that work in unique ways to melt away blood sugar. It contains magnesium, a mineral many people don't get enough of but is absolutely essential for blood sugar regulation. Magnesium plays a direct role in how your body processes glucose and produces insulin. When you eat pumpkin seeds, the magnesium helps improve insulin sensitivity, which is how effectively your body uses insulin to move glucose from your bloodstream to your cells. The better your insulin sensitivity, the less likely you are to experience spikes or prolonged high blood sugar. Additionally, magnesium supports over 300 enzymatic reactions in your body, many of which are involved in energy production and metabolism. This means your body may process glucose more efficiently and keep blood sugar levels stable throughout the day. Another unique element of pumpkin seeds is their high content of healthy fats, particularly unsaturated fats. These fats don't just make the seeds a satisfying snack, they actively slow the digestion process and reduce the speed at which glucose is absorbed into your bloodstream after meals. By doing so, pumpkin seeds help prevent those sudden blood sugar spikes that may happen after eating carb-heavy foods. A study published by the National Library of Medicine found that consuming 65 grams of pumpkin seeds with a high-carbohydrate meal significantly reduced post-meal blood sugar levels, lowering the incremental glycemic response by approximately 35% compared to meals without seeds. For maximum benefits, it's best to aim for about 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds per day, which is roughly a small handful. You may enjoy them as a snack, sprinkle them on salads, or even add them to smoothies for an effortless nutritional boost. 4. Nuts. One of the key reasons nuts are so effective is their low carbohydrate content combined with a high dose of fiber. Unlike many snacks that may cause quick sugar spikes, nuts release glucose slowly into your bloodstream because of their fiber-rich makeup. When you eat fiber, it forms a sort of gel in your digestive tract, which slows the absorption of sugars from the food you eat. This means less work for your pancreas and more stable blood sugar levels over time. Fiber also helps your gut microbiome flourish, and a healthy gut is increasingly recognized as playing a crucial role in metabolic health, including how your body processes glucose. Another standout component in nuts is their monounsaturated fats, which are known to improve insulin function. These healthy fats actively help your cells respond better to insulin, making it easier for glucose to move out of your bloodstream and into your cells where it may be used for energy. Over time, this may also protect your blood vessels and reduce the risk of complications associated with diabetes. According to the National Library of Medicine, a meta-analysis of 5 studies involving 371 adults at risk of diabetes highlighted the benefits of nuts and seeds for blood sugar regulation. Consuming 57 grams of pistachios or 60 grams of almonds daily for 4 months improved blood sugar, insulin levels, and insulin resistance. For optimal benefits, the daily recommended dose is about 1 ounce of nuts, which is roughly a small handful. Popular choices like almonds, walnuts, and pecans work great, but feel free to mix them up for variety and taste. 5. Beans and lentils. Beans and lentils are rich in polyphenols, which are plant-based compounds known for their antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Oxidative stress occurs when there's an imbalance between free radicals and your body's ability to neutralize them, leading to damage in cells, including those involved in glucose metabolism. The polyphenols in beans and lentils act as scavengers, neutralizing these harmful free radicals and improving the function of insulin receptors. Over time, this protective mechanism may make a noticeable difference in maintaining stable blood sugar levels. Another unique aspect of beans and lentils is their high levels of folate, a type of B vitamin that plays a critical role in regulating homocysteine levels. Elevated homocysteine is not only linked to cardiovascular issues, but also contributes to insulin resistance. Folate helps reduce these harmful levels, creating a healthier environment for your insulin to do its job effectively. Additionally, folate supports the production of neurotransmitters and other metabolic processes that help regulate appetite and energy balance, indirectly supporting blood sugar control by reducing the likelihood of overeating or erratic hunger patterns. A PubMed review highlights that consuming 110 grams of cooked lentils may reduce post-meal blood glucose response by 20% compared to starchy foods. Lentils are effective in supporting better glycemic control. To make the most of these benefits, include about 1 cup of cooked beans or lentils in your meals daily. Whether it's adding black beans to your burrito bowl or lentils to a hearty stew, these versatile legumes are a flavorful and unique ally in your journey to healthier blood sugar management. 6. Berries. These vibrant fruits, whether it's blueberries, strawberries, or raspberries, are loaded with anthocyanins, the natural pigments responsible for their bright colors. These compounds help inhibit the breakdown of carbohydrates in your digestive tract. By slowing this process, anthocyanins reduce the rapid release of sugar into your bloodstream, preventing spikes in blood glucose after meals. But their work doesn't stop there. They also enhance insulin secretion from your pancreas, ensuring that the insulin response matches the glucose entering your system. It makes berries a uniquely effective food for stabilizing blood sugar levels. Another fascinating benefit of berries comes from their ellagic acid content. Ellagic acid is a polyphenol that protects your beta cells, the cells in your pancreas that produce insulin. High blood sugar levels may damage these cells over time, leading to reduced insulin production and worsening glucose control. Ellagic acid acts as a shield, reducing oxidative stress and inflammation in these critical cells, which helps them maintain their ability to produce insulin efficiently. This protective effect goes a long way in preserving your body's natural mechanisms for keeping blood sugar in balance, especially over the long term. A PubMed study investigated the effects of adding 140 grams of blueberries to a high-carbohydrate breakfast on blood sugar metabolism and gastrointestinal hormone responses in 17 healthy adults. The findings suggest that while immediate effects on glucose or insulin were not observed, blueberries may influence hormones related to glucose regulation and appetite control. Add a cup of fresh berries to your breakfast to melt away blood sugar levels. Enjoy them as a snack or blend them into smoothies. 7. Chia seeds. Chia seeds might be tiny, but don't let their size fool you. One standout feature of chia seeds is their gel-forming ability, thanks to their high mucilage content. When chia seeds come in contact with liquid, they form a gel-like substance. This gel slows down the digestion of food in your stomach, leading to a gradual release of glucose into your bloodstream. This gel-like property also makes you feel full for longer, reducing the likelihood of overeating or reaching for sugary snacks that may disrupt your glucose balance. Another unique aspect of chia seeds is their alpha-linolenic acid content, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Chronic inflammation is a major factor in insulin resistance, where your cells stop responding properly to insulin, leaving glucose to build up in your bloodstream. By reducing inflammation, chia seeds improve how insulin functions, ensuring that your cells may absorb glucose more efficiently. A PubMed study found that supplementing 25 grams of ground chia daily for 8 weeks improved blood sugar control in patients with early-stage diabetes. It boosted insulin function, increasing the insulinogenic index by 50% and the insulin disposition index by 66%. To maximize the benefits of chia seeds in melting blood sugar away, aim for about 1 to 2 tablespoons per day. You may easily incorporate them into your diet by adding them to smoothies, sprinkling them on yogurt, or mixing them into oatmeal. 8. Avocados. Avocados are packed with beta-sitosterol content, a plant compound with potent anti-inflammatory properties. High blood sugar often leads to chronic inflammation, especially in key areas like the pancreas, which produces insulin, and the liver, where glucose is stored and processed. Beta-sitosterol works to reduce this inflammation, protecting these vital organs and helping them function optimally. By keeping inflammation in check, avocados help improve insulin sensitivity. Over time, this reduces blood sugar levels and makes it easier for your body to maintain balance naturally. Another unique element of avocados is their potassium content, which often flies under the radar. Potassium helps regulate the balance of fluids in your cells, which is essential for glucose uptake. When your cells have the right fluid balance, insulin may more effectively transport glucose into them, preventing it from building up in the bloodstream. Additionally, potassium helps reduce the risk of complications associated with high blood sugar, such as nerve damage and cardiovascular issues, making it a powerful ally in overall metabolic health. A study conducted by the National Library of Medicine included 14,591 Latino adults to evaluate the effects of avocado intake on blood sugar and insulin regulation. For individuals with type 2 diabetes, it was linked to lower average blood sugar levels and reduced fasting blood glucose. For optimal benefits, aim to eat about half an avocado per day to melt away blood sugar levels. You may enjoy it sliced on toast, blended into a smoothie, or diced into a salad. 9. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is a natural powerhouse when it comes to melting away blood sugar. This aromatic spice has cinnamaldehyde, which is responsible for its signature flavor and aroma. It helps activate enzymes in your body that improve glucose metabolism. Specifically, it enhances the function of a protein that transports glucose from your bloodstream into your muscle and fat cells. By increasing the activity of the protein, cinnamon effectively reduces the amount of sugar circulating in your blood after a meal. Another unique feature of cinnamon is its ability to slow down gastric emptying, the process by which food moves from your stomach to your small intestine. When gastric emptying is slowed, the breakdown and absorption of carbohydrates into glucose happen at a more controlled pace. This results in a gradual release of sugar into the bloodstream rather than a sharp spike. Over time, this process reduces the stress on your pancreas and supports long-term glucose balance. A study in the International Journal of Food Science involving 41 healthy adults found that consuming 3 to 6 grams of cinnamon daily for 40 days significantly improved post-meal blood glucose levels and pre-breakfast glucose for those taking 6 grams. To reap the benefits of cinnamon, the recommended daily dose is about half to 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, or 1 to 3 grams. You may sprinkle it on oatmeal, mix it into smoothies, or even brew it into tea. Moving on, let's discuss the 5 serious diseases linked to high blood sugar that you need to know about. I know it may be overwhelming to hear, but ignoring high blood sugar may lead to some serious health issues that could impact your quality of life. Let's talk about 5 diseases that are closely tied to high blood sugar. 1. Type 2 diabetes. This one is the most well-known. High blood sugar over time puts extra pressure on your pancreas to produce insulin. When your cells stop responding to insulin properly, blood sugar builds up, leading to type 2 diabetes. This condition may result in lifelong management challenges, including medication, diet changes, and even insulin injections. 2. Cardiovascular disease. High blood sugar damages your blood vessels, making them more prone to blockages. This significantly increases your risk for heart attacks and strokes. It's one of the reasons why people with poorly managed blood sugar levels often face higher rates of heart-related complications. 3. Neuropathy, nerve damage. Elevated blood sugar may damage the nerves, especially in your extremities, leading to pain, numbness, or even loss of sensation. This condition, called neuropathy, often starts in the feet and may progress to other areas, severely affecting mobility and quality of life. 4. Kidney disease. Your kidneys work hard to filter excess sugar from your blood, but prolonged high sugar levels may overwhelm them. Over time, this may lead to chronic kidney disease or even kidney failure, requiring dialysis or a transplant. 5. Retinopathy, vision loss. High blood sugar damages the tiny blood vessels in your eyes, leading to diabetic retinopathy. This condition may cause blurry vision, floaters, and eventually blindness if not managed properly. Before we wrap up, let me remind you that your health is in your hands, and small, mindful changes may lead to big results. We've gone through 9 powerful foods that may help melt away excess blood sugar. Each one has its own unique way of supporting your body, from improving insulin sensitivity to slowing down glucose absorption. But here's the thing, it's not just about adding these foods to your plate, it's about creating balance, staying consistent, and being patient with your journey. Eat healthy. Stay healthy. Now that we have discussed the many foods that melt away blood sugar levels, there are always other foods we should be careful for. Do you want to learn more? Watch 10 foods to avoid before bedtime. Or watch, the healthiest people in the world drink these 11 drinks every day. Watch one, or even better, watch both. Which of the earlier mentioned foods do you like the most? Let us know in the comments below.